So may I at the onset say, Karibuni, and let's learn together. And remember, we are here to know each other, to like each other, and to love each other.
Leadership from the front. Pigieni makofi katibu wetu. Basi katibu wetu mkuu, niruhusu limoja itifaki. Kuna bwana amefika hapa. Tuambie stranger wewe nani?
Madam PS, yes. Colleagues, good morning. Kwanza naomba msamaha, nilishikwa na kizunguzungu asubuhi. Kwa hali ya jana.
Directors, assistant directors, and protocols observed. Good morning. My name is Brian Kochwa. I work in the communications unit for the State Department. Currently attached to the wetu mashuhuri ambaye ni waziri wetu kufika, ni mpatie mkurugenzi Kakulu atupatie kwa kifupi maudhui ya washa yetu ya leo. Kwa nini tuko hapa? Basi kaka Kakulu, director Kakulu, nataka utupatie maudhui ya leo. Mbona tuko hapa? Kwa nini? Na ni kwa sababu gani? Tafadhali kwa kifupi. Seated here this morning is to get, number one, to get to know one another much more. That's one of the agenda for today. Interaction, like the PS has said, we get to know programs. I believe everybody has a schedule for the day, and we'll be through the master of ceremony. Our PS will be why we are here. There's the issues of the overview of our department, but more specifically, we are just here to learn about our mandate from an external point of view, feedback like we did last night, so that we can make our public service better. I don't have much to do, so I want to request our CEO, Mr. Ben, to run us through us in this particular together with you and move forward with you. Thank you. Mkurugenzi wetu, basi nimekumbushwa kuwa tibu CPA Ben Kaiwa Shiluma, ambaye kwa neema ya Mungu sasa ndio katibu na pia ndio mratibu wenu asubuhi ya leo. For the job, a very wonderful job that was done yesterday. Na hamjampigia makofi. Definitely now they know that there is a public service ministry that is doing its job, courtesy of your direction. Asante sana, Madam PS, for that. We'll come back to do some action planning and the way forward to talk of what we've learned and how we're going to implement some.
Mlembe bosi, Chamugei, Biore, Kongoi. I'm delighted to join all of you this morning for this important induction workshop themed aligning the public service to accelerated service delivery. I cannot stop but marvel at the key word in this theme, accelerated. Simple dictionary definition of the term acceleration simply means having to do something very quickly with objective speed. You speed it up, but as much as you speed it up, it has two important phases. The first phase is speed, and that speed is well directed. Hence the reason we gather here under this very unique, timely, and yet critical theme. The State Department for Public Service plays a pivotal role in shaping
the architecture of our nation's governance. A mandate from yesterday, our fellow citizens who did not really understand what we do, at least have some clear understanding of what our mandate is. This includes and is not limited to formulating and coordinating human resource management and development of policies for the public service. Our mandate, which brings us here today, which we ought to accelerate when it comes to service delivery, includes managing public service reforms, promoting ethical leadership and values, coordinating performance management, enhancing the capacity of public servants, and ensuring effective and efficient service delivery. These responsibilities, my colleagues, dear brothers and sisters, goes beyond the technical functions. They define the very foundation of governance and sustainable development in our country. As a senior manager, I've had very big titles. Auditor General. The other time I met the Auditor General in my office, I thought he was from Treasury, but he actually told me he's in my State Department. Accountant General. Okay? Those senior managerial titles that you hold are strategic positions. And therefore you must take them to heart and serve this nation with your soul and mind. Because those are strategic positions, you are the bridge between policy formulation and its execution. Your leadership in your various areas is therefore critical in steering change where it matters most. Hence, the need to be retooled and to equip yourselves with adequate, sufficient, and critical tools to carry out this mandate. The Kenyan people with whom we serve increasingly demand better services, transparency, efficiency, and accountability from each one of us gathered in this room. Therefore, as custodians of this trust, we must not only meet these expectations, but surpass them. In my other world, I wear the hat of being a CBC expert. And in CBC, we speak about milestones. In CBC, we speak about exceeding expectations. And we are here because we want to exceed expectations. Reforms are not simply restructuring or reducing costs. They are about transforming our mindsets. I call upon all of you, as we go through the activities and the engagements for these 2 days, we should be ready to reform our mindsets so that we can streamline the processes, embrace innovation, and ensure that the public service remains responsive, agile, and citizen-centered. That reminds us of the theme that we had this year for our Public Service Day. The evolving world is running with technology. It is shifting citizen expectations, and it is continuously being modernized. Do you want to be part of the superhighway, or you want the superhighway to sweep you away? The choice is solely in your hands. I will highlight very quickly some of our critical pillars that we shall be looking at during this workshop. Public sector reforms and digitization. Of course, a directorate that is now ably under Madam Jacqueline Otori. We have got management consultancy services, performance contracting, management consultancy is under. You can raise your hand so that our guests, our facilitators get to know who you are. That is Madam Peris Bosire. She steers our MCS. When you're speaking about consultancy, I would see the excitement on her face. And Madam Jackie Otori, the secretary in charge of performance, public service reforms. We have ethical leadership and values, and there I bring in issues of health and wellness. Our ever smiling and ready to serve Secretary Ondima. There he is. Once a teacher, always a teacher. Allow me to make a correction here. When you're addressing, you don't say acting. Acting is only on paper because you function fully as a secretary. There's nothing you do not do. So the term acting only applies in written, okay? But when you are addressing verbally, you say secretary because those are the duties you perform and fully so, all right? Yes, to all of you here, there's no acting, okay? Acting is only when you're writing me those memos, all right? For purposes of reminding me that I need to elevate you to full status. Thank you. Capacity building. Today we should know that capacity building has got two phases. The first phase is the training aspect. Of course, and our guru in training is Secretary Wambua over there. And it is also tied to policy. Because you cannot train outside policy. What is a policy? A policy is a statement of intent. A policy outlines the goals and aspirations, the visions of an organization. So in the house also and planning. That also goes with planning. It must be part of the MTP plan, yeah? Otherwise you can never do it. So in the house also, I have our policy guru, who is Mr. Ochiel Willis. Just CHRP. And then we also have planning, director, Mapesa there, with so many of your staff here. Another pillar we look at today is role modeling. As a senior manager, what you do, what you say, must be seen to grace your daily lives. You cannot reprimand a junior officer for coming late, for failing to turn up, when you yourself does the opposite. Role modeling is going to enhance mentorship. And I want to appeal to your soul of souls, to the innermost parts of your pride as a senior officer in this government. Role modeling will enhance mentorship. And when we mentor, do not mentor because you have found that officer in that state department. Do it as we mentor our own children in our homes. In public service, we will succeed with mentorship if first we become role models. Number two it will make you automatically cross the bridge into a mentor. And when you do it as though you're doing it to your own member of family. Because the only thing you really want to do with your child is for that child to succeed. Why am I taking time to speak about this? It will make succession an easy go. Yesterday, those of you who were with us, you heard a young lady say, you go to the office and you're meeting these old men, old people. I can only imagine she went into an office and she met a guy who has to keep on moving the glasses to get to the right lens. With mentorship and role modeling, it becomes easy to exit with grace. Because you know that I've done my job. If there's anyone amongst you who decides to extend their retirement age because there's nobody to do my job, on my scorecard, you are a failure. And we are here just to break that barrier, to ensure that we have got young Kenyans who will take over. When I think about succession management, I never stop to look at it like the race of relay. Does not matter who had the stick first and who's gonna pick it last. What matters is winning the race. Are we together? We are here to win for Kenya. Therefore, with this workshop, I'm calling all of us to action, to read our mandate once again, understand what it is inside it for us, sharpen our tools, prepare our army to combat the tasks. I finish with a quote on teamwork, collaboration, and team building. Teamwork divides the task and multiplies success. On behalf of the State Department for Public Service and Human Capital Development, I warmly welcome you to this induction and declare the induction session officially opened. Before I sit, may we all rise. Madam Faith, come.